Matt said, I appeased a ghost once when they were disrupting our lighting equipment during a production of El Tigre, a play where the climax ends in a man being set on fire. Part of the UT Arlington campus is built on land that was once owned by a preacher who ran a workhouse for unwed mothers, an orphanage. Said house burned to the ground while several women and children were locked inside of it. Legend has it that you can hear children playing in the Black Box Theater of UT Arlington, and some have seen ghostly children. Rather than mess around with fire effects, we were going to use orange, red, and yellow lights with a flame pattern gobos, the metal things that pass in front of a lamps to project certain effects. Focused on the actor to burn him. One problem, the gobos wouldn't work. We tried different circuits, switching the lamps, they wouldn't work. Remembering the legend, I went out to the center stage and said, hey kids, we're just playing pretend, okay? There's no real fire, nobody is getting hurt. Everyone laughed until the gobos suddenly started turning and everything worked fine. Dude, yeah, that's another, like, you're supposed to talk to them, right? Like, if spirits are real, if you talk to them, they can, like, understand you or they listen to you. Like, if they're in your house and you're supposed to be like, hey, get out of here. This is my house. Or what did Todd say last time? Don't pay rent here. Thanks, Jakey! I appreciate it. Isabel says I'm so fucking done with this. Man, I would be too. I don't know how to get a car out of your kitchen. That shit's wild. But you should definitely take photos of that and put them on the internet so that the world can see. Because that shit is bonkers, bro. I would love to see photos of that. For sure. Okay, here's another one. And you guys can let me know if you put things in Discord and I'll hop back into there. Right now I'm looking at my personal archive of people who have submitted them to me. So we have, this is my most recent. I work for a large manufacturing company. Years ago, I was working as a QA in the night shift. Oftentimes, I would be the last one to leave the building. There are many times I felt like I was being watched while alone, but I brushed it off as being in a large factory by myself. One night, I was helping clean so that we could all go home and was driving the forklift out on the back lot to put away pallets. I noticed someone watching me, an old farmer-looking person with bibs on and a hat like Piper wears in Fallout 4, a reporter-style hat. I placed the pallets down and started to drive over when the guy simply disappears. Totally freaked me out. I tried to play it off as shadows from the lift headlights messing with me as I drove. Fast forward a couple weeks ago, I no longer work at that plant but still live nearby. My wife and I went for a walk so she could get energy for that Harry Potter game. We walked down the street that runs by the back lot and I saw the guy again. I noticed Rochelle looking in the direction and she says she saw someone looking at us, but they vanished. I asked what he looked like since I still know most of the workers there. She said she could only make out the head and that he was wearing a reporter hat. We both looked where she saw the guy and there was nowhere to hide or run and not to be seen. Holy shit. How do you get a horny ghost not to touch? That's fucking crazy, Isabel. Damn. That's wild. Yeah, we were talking about sex with ghosts in chat last time. I think there was 2 people, wasn't there, who would claim to have had that experience. That's just fascinating. I just love hearing, like, people's stories.